I'm Dr. Kitty Harris, and I am Director of the Center for the Study of Addiction and Recovery at Texas Tech University.
We're happy you're with us today at the Women's Symposium, and I wanted to ask, what does the age of onset mean, and what does it mean especially for adolescents?
That's a really good question. The age of onset means the time at which the adolescent begins using chemicals. And the importance of that is that because adolescents are in such a specific stage of development, that the age at which they begin using chemicals defines oftentimes the impact of addiction and those chemicals on their life. What part of the brain was interrupted, what part of the developmental cycle was interrupted, and so that age is incredibly important.
We'd also like to ask, at what point does the family try to intervene, and what is the optimum time for the family to try to get help for their child?
Oh, and that's a good question. The ways that the family should intervene, I think, initially are with education, very strict boundaries, and helping the child realize what consequences he or she has already experienced. I think that oftentimes the families rely on guilt and shame to try to change the child's behavior, and even if you look at tots, that doesn't happen much. That doesn't work much. And so part of what you have to really think about is, what can we do to help them change their behavior? And strong boundaries. I'm a big believer in contracts for adolescents. You do this and you'll receive this, you'll do this, we'll think about this, and allow them to be able to become part of a family unit and experience a sense of community.